I'm Danielle Ford with Emerging Green Companies. Today we're here in San Diego at the Algal Biomass Summit to talk about algae and the way that it's being used for energy and its other uses too.
Well, certainly everybody is going green throughout the world. Tell us about Airbus and how it coincides with going green.
Airbus plans to be or is an eco-efficient company. At the moment, the airline aviation industry contributes somewhere in the region of 8% in terms of world domestic product, which is, and at the same time, it contributes somewhere in the region of 2% in terms of CO2 emissions. Airbus is committed to be an eco-efficient company, and we're doing that in multiple ways. So we're doing that through product innovations. If you look at the A380 itself today, it's in terms of fuel burn is somewhere in the region of 3 liters per passenger per 100 kilometers, which is a drastic improvement. In the last 40 years, we've increased the fuel use by 70%, so obviously 70% in terms of CO2 emissions in the last 40 years since Airbus started. This is a drastic change in terms of product improvement, but at the same time as well, we're also doing other things in terms of R&D and a lot of work in the area in terms of alternative fuels.
Right now I'm with Richard from Renewed World Energies, and we're kind of talking about his product and what his company does for energy right now.
Well, we design and install photobioreactors, which is what this represents here. This is a test and evaluation system. This goes to coal-fired generation plants, cement factories, and that type of thing to determine how much CO2 can be captured, the NOx gases, particulate matter, the trace minerals. Once that's evaluated, they can then determine how many of these panels they need to put in to capture 20, 30, or 40, 50% of the CO2 emissions. The biomass that comes out can be used for a variety of things, depending on the strain you're using. This particular strain is used for fuel, green gas, green diesel, and non-condensable gases. What we do in Georgetown, South Carolina, is we're building a large facility to generate 1.6 megawatts in electrical energy, which will then be sold to the local power company. The way we do that is we harvest the algae, we dry it a little bit, goes into a gasification process, which turns it into 3 types of fuel: non-condensable gases, green diesel, and green gas. The non-condensable gases, which is similar to methane, is run into one generator, a gas generator, with 800 kW that generates 800 kilowatts of electrical energy with the methane. The other generator is 800 kW, which produces 800 kW generator capacity with the green diesel, and we sell the green gas. So 1.6 megawatts can power roughly 1,200 homes. What I'd like to do, I think that we like very much to work with Biocentric Energies. Great guys, they really got their stuff together. So I think between the two of us, we could come up with some great solutions. So we'll be working on some joint ventures in the future.
Well, thank you, Richard.
Here, let me get this changed. There we go.
What is that?
It's a pig.
That's a pig? What?
It's a cleaning system that allows all the air to be scrubbed out of the system.
How does it grab air out of the system?
It actually drags it along. There's a breathing apparatus in every corner.
So it grabs the bubbles?
Yeah, it grabs the bubbles, and because the bulb in these things is the exact same size as the ball is the exact same size as the tube. So it's actually a little bit bigger. It's 8 1/4 inches is how big the ball is. So when the ball goes through, it scrapes out everything on the top, on the sides, on the bottom, everything.
So it just filters it to make sure that everything is just pure.
And not only that, but once it gets to the other end, it automatically recognizes that it's at the other end, turns the switch, turns the water around, and sends the water the other way, along with the bulb. So it's at all times. It's cleaning the system.
On this one too?
Yeah, it would do it normally. I mean, this is just obviously a little demo here, but this would all happen automatically. And it would just recognize that it's gone to the end, hit its own switch, and start sending it through the system again.
I'm Danielle Ford with Emerging Green Companies here at the Biocentric Energy booth. So, Mr. Dennis Fisher, thank you again for showing me how everything works.
My pleasure, Danny. How are you today?
I'm doing very good. I actually have a couple questions for you because I'm, as a woman, very interested in skincare. What kind of uses does algae have in skincare?
Actually, this is a good example. This is called cycocyan, and this is a byproduct from algae. It's approximately a little less than 1% of spirulina. This has 2,000 times the antioxidant of blueberries. And so we're approaching now different cosmetic companies to offer this to them in their formulas for different types of skincare.
Okay. From what I understand, antioxidants are mostly important in rejuvenating skin cells, protecting from sun damage. Is this better than anything that we have on the market right now?
We believe so.
Yeah.
We do.
Okay, can I get that to take home with me later?
This, in its liquid form, when it gets dried, it's about 1 gram. This 1 gram of this product is worth approximately $45,000.
So $45,000 for 1 gram. How fast can you actually duplicate that per day?
Well, there's something you need to understand. First of all, this is a little less than 1% of spirulina. So if you had 1,000 pounds of spirulina, this would be less than 1% of the entire volume of that spirulina. Spirulina replicates every 24 hours, at least once every 24 hours. Maximum efficiency, it can almost do twice in a single day.
Wow. And your competitors, how quick can they replicate that?
There's only one company that I know of that actually makes this, and they're in India right now. And we're looking forward to having our quality stand up to next to theirs and see whose is the better.
I actually did a little bit of research about algae in skincare, and I found no products so far that have it. So you guys would probably be the first to bring it to America.
We're counting on that. We're looking at this to be as a mix in different cosmetics, and we see this as a tremendous value. In preliminary tests that we've done to date, we've found some incredible scenarios in which this really does help skincare. We'll leave that to the professionals, but quite frankly, we're rather taken by this particular drug.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, does it have any benefits in any type of healing besides just skincare?
Right now, the laboratories that are using this are using it for different types of cancer research, different type of stroke research, and Alzheimer's. Those are the 3 major functions that's the reason why laboratories throughout the world are buying this. You can buy this online for about 5 milligrams for about $300. So it kind of lets you know how expensive this is.